sir. Today is a wonderful day. We all thank God for this wonderful birthday celebration.
Thank you.
We're all grateful that God has granted you good health, prosperity, and most especially unity and peace in the family.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for the interview. I agree with you. God has granted us all this.
Yes. I would like to know your name, sir.
Sir David Osuagwu.
You say your name is Sir David Osuagwu, sir?
Yes.
And where are you from?
From Umuchima, Asia, Mbisi. Mbisi.
Okay. And here we are is your hometown, right?
Right.
Yeah. And your children have been doing great in making sure you have a wonderful time.
Yeah, well, they're very good children, and they are all successful, and they are all very good. I didn't expect what they gave me, the birthday party. I never expected, I never prepared for it. They did try to hide it from me until yesterday. Then I haven't had any part there. But I made sure that all of them got good education and went over, except the first two who were born over there. The other ones were born in Nigeria. So I made sure all of them got over to the United States.
Oh, that's good of you, sir. Now that this ceremony has come and about to end,
yes.
I want to know how you are able to build this kind of standard of life that led to the peace, the unity, the love in the family, the education, the standard of education you give to your children. You know, these things I want to have an idea of.
Yeah. Well, but I think God always tries to pay you back or direct your ways according to your ways. If you live a false life, false thing will be following you. If you like to live a good life and fruitful life, and that will follow you. I've always maintained the stand that I'm not going to cheat anybody in life. What I cannot afford, I abandon it. Or if I need it so desperately, I beg you and explain everything. And so that if you give it to me, it will be willingly. So I inculcate all this in these children, and they learned it. Even since their mother died, they haven't changed. All has been a very rosy future where they are now. They are mostly, all of them are in the US, and I'm not there. All of them are in the US. I'm not there to guide them, but they guide themselves.
That's good. There's a good reputation for the children. Sir, I would like to trace back about the family tree.
The family tree.
The family tree.
Yes.
Yes. What I mean by the family tree is that you are a member of Osuagwu's family, right?
Right.
In
Asia.
Umuchima, Asia, Obisi.
Obisi, yeah.
And I want to know about Osuagwu, the father to Osuagwu, and the father to Osuagwu.
Well, father to Osuagwu is a gender. That's why all those people that belong to that group answer Umu Ejiwe. Umu Ejiwe. Ejiwe is the father of Echende. So my own father's father is Echende. His grandfather is Ejiwe, connecting all of us. And we try to maintain a very simple life, very truthful. That has been our beacon of hope.
And in these people you have mentioned, who of them did you meet as a child?
I met Osuagwu, our own father.
Your own father?
Yeah, I didn't meet our grandfather.
Okay.
But I only had stories about him. And I have seen others, those near relations. We have seen them. They are from the same Nigeria, but they live in different places.
Okay. Thank you very much. I would like to have just one or two major events your father has given you about his own father.
What? What our father has said about his father, that he never cheated anybody. And we have maintained that standard, that we don't cheat anybody. Because when you cheat anybody, you have fear that that person will retaliate. So, but if you don't cheat anybody, your hands are clean, you can go freely without minding that somebody will come and attack you or do something bad.
Exactly.
That has been the torchlight of our own life.
I'm so much happy about what the information I'm getting about the family tree, especially the family tries to avoid cheating and follow a righteous life. Sir, a lot of people within your age has loved to become chief, be a titled man, but the way I see you play with people, laugh and joke, you are so much a jovial human being.
Yeah.
And you love transparency. Yes. Within my own understanding.
Yeah.
I would like to know why you refuse to maybe be a title man or be somebody that like to be carried high.
I understand what you mean. I am a titled man.
Okay.
But not a traditional ruler. Not a traditional ruler. Even though I contested for it. But I love the manage, or they outwitted me. They thought that they outwitted me, but they didn't. I told them God makes you a chief if He wants you to be a chief. The other people can make all the tricks, concoct all the tricks.
Yes. But all the politics.
All the politics. But God will make sure that you're a chief.
Exactly.
So I told them that if God wanted me to be a chief, by all means, He will, no matter what they say, I will be. So I ignored them. I left them with all the pranks they're playing. Eventually, it has caught up with them. I'm a very happy man now. I don't look at back. If I had been a chief, that would have handled a problem with me at this time. I've been thinking about the tradition, how to solve their problem, and how to solve my own personal problem. But now I don't think about the tradition of not that I don't think, but that is not my main concern. I belong to, when where the chief before this last one. In fact, I met him. I walked. I made sure he was crowned. But when he died, and he got to the turn that our own village we produce a chief. These people tried to outmaneuver me. I knew all their tricks. I knew all that they were doing, but I ignored them. I told them that God makes the best chief. Now they are regretting what they are doing. And I'm even happier now than if I had been.
Thank you very much. That shows a noble man you are. And sorry to cut you off. We'll go back to the family tree.
Yeah.
You told me about your grandfather.
Yes.
Who is a sincere and a man that doesn't want to cheat.
Yes.
And you say you knew your father.
Yes.
And would like to know about your father.
Right.
And among his children, your number among the children.
Well, my father had about 10 sons and 8 daughters. Married 8 daughters and 10 male children. I'm second to the last among the male, or out of the whole children. I'm second to the last. Nearly all of them have died. I don't know about nearly all of them. I think there are about 2 or 3. Now one of them that is left. So we still believe in God that whatever you are doing, it will come back to that person one day, no matter. And that has been the short life.
Okay. Give us a brief story about Osuagwu.
Well, Osuagwu, as I say, belonged to Echenda. Osuagwu Echenda. He tried, he wasn't religious per se. I mean, he didn't belong to any religion. But he put his hands first. Make sure he didn't cheat anybody. And was going on his foot. And was always forthright. If case doesn't belong to you, he won't side you or try to maneuver it. And it will, or one go the case, then it will come to your own right. So that was what and he told us, if you want to succeed in this life, make sure you don't cheat anybody. Because if you don't cheat anybody, you will not be looking at your back when you are going. You will just move forward. Whoever is coming behind you, we have no reason to attack you or to plan evil for you. Or even if he plans, he won't succeed. So that was the type of life he bequeathed in us. And he had 4 wives.
He had 4 wives. Okay. The Echendu has 4 wives with 10 male children.
Yes.
And
4
male.
10 male children.
4 male
and
children.
8 daughters.
8 female children.
Female children.
Okay. And now, among his wives, which one was your mother? Which one among them was your mother?
My mother was the third wife.
The 3rd wife?
Yeah, among them.
And in the third wife, you were, among all his children, you were the second to last.
Second to last.
All right. Among the 18 children, you were the second to last.
Yes.
And who is this last one? Is he still alive?
No, it's not.
Okay. And who is still alive among them now? You mentioned one or two.
I told you, only about three or four. One daughter, and then 2 male children.
Okay.
They are still living.
Okay. Are you still in good rapport with this your blood relative?
I am. At least I'm not quarreling with any of them. And we get on very well.
Okay.
So
they visit you?
They visit me, so I think that we are not quarreling.
Okay.
And
you
I
visit
don't like
them?
Whatever I think or whatever you say belongs to you, or you want to take it, it belongs to you by force. I will leave it, forget it. So without fighting. So you can't pin me down. You're holding anything, which is your own right motive.
Okay.
So that has been my own thought that guides me.
Okay.
And it has helped me.
As you have made known to me that Osuagwu is not as a religious person, but is a straightforward and truthful human being. With what you have said to me, and during his time, the way you are saying, and with your age, I'm trying to foresee the past.
Yes.
That he has been a honest and straightforward person, despite he's not being educated nor a religious person. But there must be a traditions that our fathers have known as way of life then.
Yes, that's true. It's amazing. It's amazing. You remember at one time I was living with the catechist, the man in charge of our church, even though my father wasn't a religious man.
Sorry to cut you. You say our church. I want to know the church you are talking about.
Anglican Church. Anglican Church, St. Andrew's Church. Yeah.
In
Obis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
So because of the relationship with the catechist who was here, because the catechist used to visit him, they knew that he was a pagan. They respected him, and he himself respected them. They used to visit him. From there, I was living with the catechist. I lived with him for so many years before I left.
Okay, this shows that your father, despite that he is not a Christian nor belonging to any religious group, still he gave you the permission to go ahead with Christian life.
Yes.
Okay, and could you recall the name of this catechist? Ujatonu.
Yeah.
And he's from where?
From Ungwa.
From Ungwa.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what part of Ungwa.
Okay.
But I know he was from Ungwa.
Ungwa.
I was a very small child then.
Okay. You said his name is Ujatonu.
Ujatonu.
And Ungwa we know is from Abia State.
Yes.
Abia State, and we are here in Imo State.
Yes.
It's a very long distance.
Right.
During the colonial period. Thank you very much. As we all know, a lot of activities happened during the colonial period.
Yes.
And one of those activities are slave trade. If I should ask, is any of your siblings come across the slave trade?
Well, not that I know, not to my knowledge. That not to my knowledge, I didn't know. I didn't know that that any of them was whisked away in slave trade. I don't know, but none. I don't think anyone was sold into slave trade. No one. And he got very well. He got well with everybody, and even with the castics. Even though he was a pagan, but he got very well. Get on along with the castics and the pastors who were living in the town.
Okay. Sorry to ask you this question. Your grandfather, you say he's a Chendu, right?
A Chendu, yeah.
A Chendu. Do you have any idea if he's involved in any slave trade activity during his time? Were you given any information of such?
I don't know. Nobody told me. I don't think anyone did. No,
okay.
He wasn't involved.
Okay.
Or if he was involved, I didn't know.
Okay. But was it a warrior?
No.
Okay. He was just a peaceful...
A peaceful farmer.
Okay. What
with
trade?
So many wives.
With so many wives?
Yes.
What trade were you told that he's into? Then?
What?
Trade. What businesses or trade was he into then?
Well, he was then he was a farmer.
He was a farmer.
Big farmer.
A big farmer.
Yeah.
And your father?
Well, was a farmer too.
Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate your efforts so far. You have been cooperating with Leo Ike Digital Video Production, situated at Mbise, Imo State.
Yeah.
Owerri is my state capital.
Yes.
And my phone number is 080-3736 3245.
Okay.
And we are so happy talking to you. It's a very high time. We go now straight to your own issues that matters to your children.
Yeah.
We'd like to know when you were born that this birthday is now being celebrated today.
Well, not to my knowledge, there wasn't. This is my first time of celebrating birthday, and they made it a surprise. They didn't tell me anything. Although I knew when it was getting, when it was getting to the time, I knew that there were some arrangements going on towards that time. But they didn't tell me anything. Only my children, they planned it, they planned and they did everything.
And we want to know the time you were born, the year you were born, during what, is it before 1914 or after 1914, or you have a particular year that you know you are born, or people within your age mate that you used to be together as an age mate, we want to know when you were born.
Well, I was born after 1940. I was born around 1937, during the Christmas period. Any other thing I can't tell, I'm not aware of.
Okay. Thank you very much. And were you in good terms with your age grade?
Yeah, I am a member of our age grade.
Wow,
Even though we have very few left.
Okay, what is the name of your age grade? Okay.
Why of BJ?
Why your BJ?
Yeah, why of BJ?
Okay, why your BJ age grade?
Why of BJ? Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Then this why your BJ? You have there are few that are left, right?
We have few of them left.
And you people are still rapporting.
Well, we have initiated 1 or 2 people underage. We have brought them in as our age mates. But our own thorough or our own age grade we don't have so many of them left.
Okay. I want to know how you got this education that you can. I want to know how you got enlightened as much as giving us a good English, and you can answer us, you can hear us. You know, want to know how come about.
Yeah. At one time, I was overseas. For education, I rose up to the master's level. And I taught so many years, both in this nearly university and university level. I was teaching part-time there. So that's why. So I had up to master qualification.
Okay. But when did you start your schooling?
When I was very small.
Because
of that agent, I told you, that man, that
Ojaton.
I was there. He initiated me into the school. And from there, what used to happen was that our own school here was up to the infant level, not up to statistics. If you want to do statistics, you go to Onitsha, Umubo. Go to Onitsha, Umubo.
Onitsha, Umubo is the nearby community.
Yeah.
Here isn't it Mbise?
Yeah.
And the same is just very close. It's a central
school.
Central school.
Right.
Thank you very much. That is where you can get standard 6. As at then. At your own school, what standard do you get?
Well, I think it was standard. Is it standard 2? The infant class standard 2. And once you reach that level, you transfer and go to move.
And where was this your own school situated? The standard that has up to standard 2.
OBC school.
OBC town school.
Yeah.
OBC town school.
OBC town school.
Okay. Very close to the Anglican church that we are. We did this birthday Thanksgiving today.
Go. It was in that Anglican church. The premises. It was in that. And when you scored up to the highest level there, you transfer to Umu.
I know the name.
Okay. Thank you very much. And then when you left to Umubo, the nearby community, you now finish your standard 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
And where did you went to after this?
That was a teacher starting from the elementary teachers training.
You went to
elementary teachers training.
Elementary teachers training.
Yeah.
At where, sir?
One. We had one at Kaduna. And the other one was at Kaduna and Kano.
One at Kaduna and one at Kano.
Yeah.
Okay, the northern part of Nigeria.
That was where my sister was living.
Okay. Was she contributing to your education then?
She was.
And what is her name?
Evelyn.
Evelyn.
Yeah.
Okay. Your blood sister?
My first sister. My first blood sister.
I know I've taken much of your time, sir.
Right.
But we are trying to mark a wonderful day, being your birthday ceremony.
Yes.
We are trying to mark it with a grand style.
Thank you very much.
Yes. And after this, your teacher training, this was around what year?
It was past to not this time. It's many years gone. That was in early 50s.
Okay. Early 50s.
Early 50s.
Before the war.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, far before the war.
Okay. Okay. Now, after then, were you opportune to go further or you dropped?
I went further. That was why I went overseas. I read my RSA, Royal Society of Arts. And I passed some levels of GCE, General Certificate of Education, at 12 before I went to.
This General Certificate of Education was in Nigeria, right?
I was at home, did it.
Okay.
The General Certificate was in London. The proprietor who conducted it was in London, but I was in Nigeria. You register with them. You went through Rapid Resource College in London also. Who will give you all the training? Who will give you the training? Who will give you the training? And after that, they will conduct the training.
And then when they conducted this
examination.
Yes.
That determines the level at which you pass. But when I went to overseas, I had they put everything together, give me credit, and I schooled in a secondary school before I went to university.
So what year did you went to overseas?
That was 1960. 1966. That was 65.
66.
I was there during the Japan Nigeria.
Okay, you were not in Nigeria during that time?
No, I wasn't.
Okay. Okay. I'll come to that. And all you had, the trainings you had during that time, you now happen to be a lecturer. You said you were lecturing.
A lecturer.
You were a lecturer. Yes. In what school?
First one, IMT.
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 Enugu. In Enugu State.
Yes.
Okay. And what school again?
And I was teaching a part-time at the University of Nigeria.
In Nsukka. University of Nigeria and Nsukka in the same Enugu State.
Yes. Well, one campus Enugu State. The other one was in Nsukka.
Okay. Okay.
The major campus.
Okay. And when you were, I want to know, during this time, have you started talking of married life?
No. No.
Okay. What time were you decided to, you felt like getting into married life?
Well, I think that was in end of 1970.
It was the end of 1970.
Yeah.
That is around 1978, 79.
Around the end of 1970.
End of 1970.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, not end, in fact, beginning.
Beginning of 1970.
Yeah, because my first son was running 72.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Early 70s.
Early 70s.
Okay. That was when you felt like getting into marriage, and
yeah, and I was overseas.
Okay. Okay. Can you briefly give us an information about during your marriage life, whatever happened during that time?
Like what?
We want to know. You know, there must have been some difficulties when you are planning for your marriage and the wife to choose.
Well, I knew the girl I married when I was in Nigeria. So I left Nigeria in 1967. And she joined me at the end of 1970. And we got the first child in February 1970.
That's good. We give God the glory for everything. And I want to come back to the area which God has blessed you with a lot of children, and I happen to build a beautiful and when I say a big house.
Yeah.
How come about that?
When I came back from overseas, that was the time I put this up. And then I started teaching lecturing at IFT.
You were able to raise money in overseas?
I had some money, which I come back with.
Okay.
So I use it to put up this money.
If I should ask, what gave you the criteria then? You know, as a young man, you were so young then, you are not yet married.
Yeah.
And your mind was to build an upstairs that has stand through the test of time.
Yeah. Well, I saw some beautiful buildings, yeah, both land and everything. And so when I came back, I wanted to replenish one of them, replenish it here in Nigeria. So with the money I brought back and the money I saved when I was working, I was able to put up this building. I knew it's more than enough. I mean, it's something desirable for a young man to have a house when you come back from there, not to go and stay in the same battle your parents were staying. So I had to put up this building for myself, and I've used it, even raising up the children.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your effort so far. This shows that you have been focused right from the time you were born.
Yeah.
With the little interview I've gotten, it shows so much about your life and how you have preciously spent it. Your relationship with people is the area I want to know. You have told me the relationship of your grandfather and your father.
Yeah.
But you know, there's nothing people do in life that that you will not still have a rival.
Yes.
Now, can you tell me more about your relationship with the entire village you are from?
I used to be involved in our local politics.
Okay.
But there comes a time when you are getting old. You live for the younger children. But all the time I made sure that I didn't cheat anybody or got involved where you outmove somebody. And that person will plan for you. So when I'm going, I can close my eyes and I'm not afraid that you will come and attack me or hunt me because of one bad thing I've done for you. And if I have done, I come to you and try to apologize. And that has been my guidance.
And this interview has been a great one with our lovely grandfather, who God has blessed and is celebrating his birthday ceremony with a grand style, with all his children beside him, and not just children, lovely children, and a lovely wife. And we so much appreciate their effort. In a brief statement, how did you feel when your children come about this whole arrangement of birthday ceremony?
They wanted to arrange to do it. They wanted to organize it in America where that is by surprise. You wouldn't know everything or anything until that day. Then they surprise you. So that was how they want to surprise me. Even the little I knew about it, I didn't expose it. I pretended that I didn't know.
Okay. One thing I would like to know, you are not only child in your house, as you told me. You are the 16th among your father, the 16th among your father's children.
Yeah.
And among these, you also let me know that your father has a lot of lands because he's a farmer.
Yes.
You must have also a lot of lands, both as an educated man who earlier saw money, and the one you have inherited. So,
in the first place, my direction wasn't into farming. So I didn't pay so much attention because I wasn't a farmer. So, and I didn't buy anything. Even those lands that our father owned. Only one of our brothers were using, and he has sold many of them. We haven't divided his own property.
Up till now?
Up till now. He died in 1958. But we haven't divided. But that man is finding it difficult now.
Who is this?
What is he going to?
Who is this? Who is this? You say it's your brother, right? What is his name?
Well, it's the same father, not the same mother.
And what is his name?
No, forget about it.
Okay, sir.
Let me keep it secret.
Okay. And but is there anyone that is a land that that is kind of directed to you that you can say this is your own personal land?
Unless those ones that my mother left for me.
That is what I
don't have any.
Those ones that your mother left for you, is there anybody intruding in those ones?
Well, now I know, I don't know all of them. And I'm not familiar with them. I still live at Enugu. So I don't pay much attention coming back here to come and farm. So I don't even remember where those lands are located.
But were you giving this land to any caretaker?
No?
So how can you identify such lands now? Who can give you direction or directives? Because it has been long you yourself visited the land because you are not interested in such.
Yeah. Unless neighbors
that are
to that land.
Neighbors that are truthful.
It's truthful.
Right.
If it's truthful. But I'm not asking for it.
All right. This area is so much interesting to me because why is that I've known so much about the system of the Igbos and land issues.
Right.
It will be very important that if you have somebody you know that this person can be truthful.
Yes.
And who knows those areas you have such lands as well.
Yeah.
Can you mention such names?
I didn't give the land to any caretaker. And when my mother was crying, he didn't give us any caretaker. The one I'm sure of is where we are living here now. The boundary. Outside this one, I don't know. Unless those was when I was little or small, we used to go and farm. And she told me that that was us. That was the land.
But can you identify such area of that land? Is that where?
I can try, but I don't have. It's only when you need it to live, when you need to farm, you depend on what you get from the farming. Then you get concerned what happens to the land. But myself, I'm not concerned. I don't even bother about what happens to the land. I believe that I don't depend on the land. So I don't mind what happened to it.
Okay, as your own statement that you don't matter what happened to the land, if eventually somebody else is intruding to that land, what would you have? How would your reaction?
Well, if I knew that that was the land we are farming, I would challenge the person.
Okay.
But I'm not here now. I'm not looking for land like that. So if the person was wrongly farming there, he will get tired one day. And you know that that land doesn't belong to him. It belongs to somebody else. So how long can he farm?
Thank you very much, sir. With this indication, it has showed me that you really a simple type of human, and you love transparency. You believe whatever you have is still there for you, and whoever that will want to plan or think evil for you will never get it because you never planned evil for such. I appreciate your response so far. This interview has been a wonderful one. As I repeat, you are talking to Leo Ike Digital Production. I am really Ikenna Ebe from Umuchima Mosisi Obizi. And my business name is Leo Ike. I appreciate talking to you. You are so wonderful. When your children invited me, I felt like this is like other job, but this is not just like other job. This is so interesting, and I appreciate your effort so far for making sure your children are reasonable enough to always want to be with you, celebrating a wonderful day in your life for you.
Yeah.
In conclusion, what special word do you have for these your children?
Well, for the children, I never thought of what they celebrated my birthday this year, and I don't have anything to defend them. But I wish God, in His own way, will bless them abundantly for what they have done, and their own children will do the same for them.
Amen. Thank you very much. God bless you, sir.
And you too.